Hello, Pisces. G'day. We're coming to the end of the week. We've entered December 2022. And I just wanted to connect on in. I'm sorry the last couple of days I haven't posted readings for you. However, on that note, let's dive in and see what Spirit has. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay. Let's just check in, see what's happening in the energies, how your past is currently impacting where you're at right now, and look at where things are shifting and moving towards. Okay, and we'll further clarify. So we've got the Lovers here with the Emperor, the Nine of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. I don't know if there's a significant person in your life that is strongly struggling with anxiety or some form of depression. That's kind of what I'm getting here. There's someone in or around you that is struggling from significant anxiety or depression. So I do feel this is a significant person because of the Emperor energy. So it could be your partner, it could be a boss, it could be a father figure, brother. Just I feel like it's someone who's quite masculine, or who usually is the head of a family unit, an operation, like a business, something of that nature. At some point, there was a lot of balance in this dynamic with the Lovers card, okay? I think there was, harmony, happiness, love, connectedness. Please take it as you will and what resonates. You will know if it's, your person. You will know if it's or work related, okay? Or family related. Trust in your intuition on that. In regards to the Six of Pentacles, what I feel is this aspect of when are things going to balance out? When are things going to smooth out? When are we going to also get, whether it's financial needs that you are seeking, or whether it's just harmony in the relationship. I'm feeling very strong anxiety in the middle of my chest right now as I'm tapping into it. And it's even radiating in my back. So to me, that's very indicative of strong anxiety that's being felt by someone here, okay? We've got the Magician energy showing up. So I don't know if you manifested this person in your life initially, if you connect back into the day, but whatever's happening now, I feel like there's this part that's coming back around where opening up space to manifest again this new path and this new direction. So if there has been a bit of a breakdown in a relationship, there's someone here that I think potentially someone in this dynamic is trying to keep the faith, is trying to manifest, is trying to stay in balance, trying to maintain that place of peace amongst any chaos that's felt, amongst any stresses that's felt. But there is someone here that is very trapped in their thinking, in their way of being as part of this dynamic. So again, I don't know who this is for, Pisces, but you or another person, but this is what's showing up. Yeah. This is showing a lot of mental conflict here. And then we've got the Five of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. I don't know if the disruption, there has been a lot of back and forth with words in forms of communication. And maybe even at some point, there was nothing happening. Like it was quiet or silent, but the conflict is still felt around you, okay? It's like you know what they're thinking, or they know what you're thinking, or something of that nature. I just feel like there's a lot of while there might be still something here that's happening that's really out of balance right now, a big part of this is the mindset behind someone. I think people just cope differently, and whoever this is in this situation is not coping very well with whatever's happening. But I feel this is money related. We've now got the Page of Pentacles. And I do feel that someone here is working towards relieving any stresses, that they're trying to work to relieve these stresses. And I do feel it's for a partner or for someone who is significant with this Lovers card. And then we're seeing the Page of Pentacles coming out towards the end with the Six of Pentacles. This is kind of showing that the shift is moving. It's like you're waiting for this offer, you're waiting for this opportunity, but it's like you can't even talk about it because there's just so much conflict. So I don't know if like there's been a full communication breakdown. I feel there's going to be a breakthrough here for you, okay, Pisces, if this is your situation. There's a breakthrough here. And a shift will be occurring, okay? There is some win that's going to come through, financial win. I think your manifestation, seeds that you've planted in the past, if it is you or your other person, there is something coming on through with this Six of Wands and Eight of Cups, okay? And we'll further clarify, guys, as well. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Death card. So I feel like you're going through a major transformation right now. And this transformation may not be understood in aspect of let me just tap in here for a sec. I feel like the way that like what's being shared and what's showing up, wow, the anxiety, I can really feel it, is that this is some form of transformation that needed to occur. And while this is happening to you, I think this is supposed to be an actual growth, a pretty significant awakening or growth for someone that's in your life that needed to grow, that needed to expand. And it could be a significant other, okay? And the reason I'm saying that is I think you guys might operate differently. One, you know, Pisces, perhaps more spirit connected, like you like to connect in and together support that way. And while, you know, we all have thoughts and thinking, we all can get into, you know, some form of communication conflict of some kind. We're not always communicating by ourselves, we're communicating with other people, right? So I just feel like whatever communication is trying to be had, it's not happening. It's causing more problems, more anxiety. But again, I feel like there is something here that someone needs to learn through this path and journey on how to rebalance and it's interesting. It's kind of like reactivate their you know what I'm saying here? Their nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system. It's like someone here is a little bit out of whack internally in their body is what I'm feeling, but it's from mental anguish, but through an experience that they're feeling. What's going to happen, what I'm showing here is you keep doing the work. Someone here has this magical aspect about them where they can keep the peace. But at the same time, you know, you push too far, there's going to be conflict. So I think if you're trying to keep the peace here and trying to make things work, something is going to come on through to help support that. And you're going to have a win here, Pisces, whatever that is for you. I do feel this is work related. I do feel this is finance related. Someone perhaps may be earning more money than another. At some point, maybe there was some aspect of someone had, it kind of didn't balance out anymore, but there's something relating to money here. Whatever change is happening, there is some form of balance. And I'm seeing balance more than one come here. And then we're showing the Death card. So the end of the struggle, but let's find out what this ending is, because I feel like I said a transformation's going to occur. Spirit, thank you. I was looking at the Lovers card. It's interesting, we've got the Emperor again and then the Three of Wands with the Lovers card. This is kind of sharing here, Pisces, that you really, I do think at some point you manifested this person or this significant relationship in your life. You saw them as a person who's wise, who's intelligent, who's got their shit together, they're stable. And I think you manifested them, but you also, in part of manifesting them, when they came into your life and it worked, I feel like it's someone that you're like, I can make this relationship work, they can make this relationship work. And maybe you started it as a friendship and it blossomed into something further. And then, maybe you're married to this person or have, I just feel like there was like this strong focus on this relationship and dynamic, and it became something quite prominent in your life, whoever this person is, okay? But yeah, this Three of Wands, I'm really getting like you zoned in on them at some point. Yeah, you zoned in on them and they also came rushing in, and your relationship and dynamic moved forward really strongly is what I'm getting, okay? Maybe you weren't aware that this person struggled from some form of anxiety, but I feel it was a reciprocal relationship initially, okay? Let's have a look at this Nine of Swords energy. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. So I think in both parts, you saw each other as quite, wow, like, look at them. And this could be like when you first met them. This could be quite a few years ago, right? But where you are today, I think it's interesting. I mean, relationship could have developed through COVID. I don't know, but I feel like this is like a few years ago you met this person and you're in a potential relationship with them. I feel like this relationship is significant, but it's not one that's been around for decades, okay? It's just, I feel like in your own way, you're still getting to know this person, but they're very significant in your life. And I think too that they saw you as pretty wow. You saw them as well. You're like, wow. Like, and kind of maybe both put each other on a pedestal at some point. I think there was a potential of support and stability that was shown. But what you didn't see, what was going on underneath, okay, as part of their decision-making process. I feel like that you didn't realize or didn't see that aspect of them, okay? Let's have a look at the Six of Pentacles. Maybe they're just very air energy potentially. Here comes the air that pops out. I think they're just a person who operates a lot from logic in their head. And just seeing with all this Swords energy, I don't think this is a one-off thing. I think when it pops up pretty significantly. With the Six of Pentacles, we've got the King of Swords and the Two of Wands. You liked what you saw, Pisces. You like how they showed up. I think they were a good balance for you, and vice versa here. But whatever it is that you're seeking, I feel like they balanced you out. It was very strong, supported from both aspects. Can we get one more? Thank you for the Two of Wands. Yeah. And they even saw you stable, strong. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords. So I feel like someone is, like I said, more logical, more straightforward, direct. Maybe they're in a type of role that has to do with, education. Like I'm thinking of, think of someone who's in a highly intellectual role. Maybe they're an academic of some kind, okay? But it's interesting too, because with the Queen of Pentacles energy, I'm feeling this is your energy here. Grounded, stable, got your shit together, So this is how I feel that you guys met in terms of this dynamic. So let's see where things are right now. Thank you. Yeah. You manifested this person. I think you either got engaged. Something happened here where there was a love and opportunity that came on in. But see, I don't know underneath if this was missed along the path when you met, or maybe when you met them, you were like kind of at the end of things. Like maybe you had dated or got out of a relationship and it was just like, I don't want to actually meet anyone. And then this opportunity and this person came in. You ended up manifesting them probably because you let go of all the things. But then with the Five of Wands energy, it was like you wanted to take action towards them and you weren't sure. Okay. And I'm still getting like kind of past energy here. But maybe as to you know, you guys got into a relationship. It just was you each had your own things as part of your life, okay? And what I mean by that is that figuring out how to make it work. I don't know if you've both been married before, had children, or just have a busy lifestyle, but I think there was some aspect of figuring out how to make it work because of just your own things going on. And some form of the past is really impacting someone here, okay? It's like something from the past weighs on this relationship. And I don't know if it's a past person, past situation, or maybe it was what you had in the past and now it's not there anymore. And like I said, it could just be financial security. It could be someone is stuck in the past of what they once had and not actually looking at what they do have now. And perhaps there's a little bit, seeds have been planted, but I mean, it could be, are they being nurtured enough? And I feel like there's some form of entrapment, but the entrapment is within someone's head here with this Eight of Swords energy. Looking at the Five of Swords, we've got the Empress and the Ten of Swords. So someone, you know, is kind of done here. And this, I could feel this is you, Pisces. You're kind of done because you're trying to maintain this energy of creating, of showing up, of being there, of this strength, of trusting the universe, of being able to manifest. And I think you're kind of done with any conflict that is happening here. Like you're tired. Let's just get one more. Thank you. Yeah, you just want things to balance out. You're like, I can't keep doing this shit. Is kind of the energy I'm getting. This could be vice versa, okay? But I'm saying here, I feel like there's just a lot of imbalance. And you know, anyone who suffers from anxiety and stresses, like no one wants that. And I feel for you. Wow, you've got the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Here I feel like you both want a new beginning. And I feel like you're trying to figure out how to cut out the shit that you don't want. It could be too that someone is keeping something hidden and away. I feel someone's trying to work towards creating some more financial growth and stability. But it's interesting how both these cards are looking this way. To the Empress. I'm just getting here, Pisces, and just something to be mindful about. You know when someone's down and then there's someone who kind of sweeps on in to try and help that person, and then there's always like a little bit intention behind it. Maybe they're sweet on them or something. I'm getting a little bit of that energy, just so you know. So just be a little bit mindful of that. I'm not saying that's for everyone, but it's just coming on in here. Or maybe someone's trying to start a new beginning and you're not aware of this. I don't know if that's a beginning on their own. We're going to find out. But I do feel like they're trying to balance this out. It could also be that someone's just trying to come back in or trying to figure out how to get back to this place of how things started, of how it began, of where you, I mean, this could be you and them. You know, if you've got a air energy, you've got a water energy, and if you two came together, it's kind of like, I mean, maybe they just have a lot of air in their chart, but it could be you're trying to both get back to that place, but you don't know how. But I feel with the Justice energy that there is a shift that's going to occur, but I think it's something that you really want. So whatever money I feel that you are seeking, someone is coming in to present this to you here, Pisces. So if money has been the catalyst for disruption or something of that nature, Or maybe secretly, that's what you're hoping your person does, is they step up and step into this strength of being, you know, to create some magic to help support this. Okay. But whatever's happening, I feel someone is recognizing you, Pisces, and they're going to offer you something. And I feel like they're going to show up as a pretty solid aspect for you with this kind of King of Pentacles energy. And I feel like this might come out of nowhere. I don't even think you know that this is coming. And you're trying to figure out, hang on, is this a good thing or not? But as part of it, it's gonna really help you get back to the place of fulfillment that you have been seeking here. Okay, so I do feel like there's money coming on in. There's a lot of new beginnings here, or wanted new beginnings, okay? With the Eight of Cups. Both of you know, or whoever this is, whether it's just you singularly, I mean, I feel like there's more than one person here in this energy, but I feel that this is about you balancing out, hang on, you know you need to make a change to balance things out. But someone needs to stop focusing on what is lost and start focusing on what you have, okay? That's what's coming on through here. That's the only way that's going to make things happen. You need to come together as a team to make things work, okay, is what I'm getting here. And I feel like someone isn't doing that. So when you guys come together, you've got the Two of Pentacles moving to the Three of Pentacles. So, you know, the harmony comes when you're connected, when you actually start paying attention to what each other are doing. And when I talk about what each other are doing, as in leading each other, supporting each other. When one's up, the other one balancing it out. When the other one's up, you know, that kind of dynamic. It's kind of like the scale. This is about creating your stability together, okay? I don't know, for some of you, as part of your work, if you end up joining forces with someone to help this balance out, and that could be, you know, you start focusing more on your career to create the stability that you need. Again, this could be vice versa. I feel like there's just whatever shift's happening has something to do with creating balance, creating camaraderie between this, like being more of a team is what I'm getting, like team effort is what I'm hearing, team effort. But I also think for someone here, this is about their career as well that helps support this stability. And the career, I'm guessing, is around the financial gains, the financial security, the financial stability as well, that really helps support this relationship. So which story is yours, you will know, and you'll get into that and trust in that for yourself, Pisces. But whatever's happening here, I feel like you're currently being assessed right now with this Judgment energy and the Lover's card. It could be like an opportunity that you're working on. Someone may want to do something with you, okay? This is about coming together. While, yes, this is the Lover's energy, it could be a partnership opportunity. This is very connected to partnerships and collaboration, okay? So there could be a solid offer that comes your way. But in addition to that, it's like someone is making a decision. Someone is assessing a situation to make a decision on what that is and what that moves forward to and like. But there's some form of connection that's happening. So with the Death card, you've got the Queen of Cups. What else do we need to know here? Wow. Wow. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Wow. Okay. This is huge, Pisces. So I think this is the end of the struggle and coming back to this new beginning of stability. But my only concern is, I guess I could put it this way, because I was like, hang on, they're not looking at each other. How about we do it this way? We do it this way. You decide. I think this is a choice that needs to be made. Are you guys going to come together? She's looking at her cup. She's seeking fulfillment. He's looking at you. If we do it this way, he's looking at what he lost and she's looking at what she wants to gain. So you decide what your story and narrative is going to be. Okay? But I feel there's an ending for a new beginning. That ending could be to the struggle, to whatever conflict, whatever resolution coming out for some of you, from the anxiety, from the stresses, from questioning your relationship dynamic, remembering of all the things that you did have and looking at as a loss. How can you start changing the story, changing the narrative to what you want, to what you desire, to what you want to become? And I know it's super hard when you have a person that is struggling with any potential anxiety or depression to help them see, because they're in such a place that they're so in their feelings that they can't see sometimes what is actually really happening. They can't, that their perspective on life, usually sits in a place of hopelessness and stress and trying to cope. It's very survival mode energy. But I feel like as this shifts, something happens, some offer, some opportunity, there's some connection here that is happening that balances things out. Someone along this path and journey sees you, recognizes you, Pisces, and what you need. So if you're still putting yourself out there and trying to maintain the balance, good for you. That is a really, one smart thing to do, and something that is not easy when you're in this energy. So be super proud of yourself, because someone is going to come on through and there's going to be a strong, solid offer in support of you and your financial growth and stability and wealth, and creating that balance. And I feel more peace in your family life if that's for you, or your relationship. But yeah, I definitely feel a strong offer and opportunity. I mean, and we're ending with this because this is just wow. Let's get one more on what your power is in this situation and how you can best support yourself over this time, Pisces. For Pisces, how can they best support themselves? Thank you. For Pisces, how can they best support themselves? Thank you, Spirit. One for our Pisces. Can't give me all them. Okay. The card we've got is risk. Take a chance. Every risk is a success when you're committed to learning and growth. I mean, you could take this in any retrospect here, Pisces, for the area of your life that's being impacted right now, or where you feel things are a little unbalanced. What are you learning? Maybe, like I said, you could have taken a leap of faith early on in the relationship, going, you know what, this is it. I know this is it. But through this relationship or through this dynamic, there's a lot of growth that you've both got to go through. Sometimes we attract our person that is our mirror, right? So maybe you're getting back to the place, this is helping you get back to your spiritual aspects of internal growth and balance, to help balance things out if things have been very stressed, where this person needs to figure out their own stuff. And I don't know if, respectfully, if you're the person that can really help them, they have to help themselves, okay? And the risk taken here is what you're learning. Like, what are you learning through this process, and how can you apply more of this in your life? Is this something to do with your career and putting yourself out there more? Is this trusting in yourself more? I feel like there's some aspects here of where you're really awakening and showing up in a big way for yourself. And it's interesting because I'm kind of getting like, not that this person isn't supporting you, but maybe if they're going through their own shit, they're a bit absent because they're not coping. But I think what you're realizing too is that, and I want this to be taken in a positive way, okay? Is that you've got you, Pisces. You can support you. You don't need anyone to support you on this path and journey. You have the strength. You have the ability to do and give yourself what you need. It's not a man. It's not a wife. It's not whatever that dynamic is for you. It's not an ex. It's not a boss. It's like, what can Pisces do for them? And recognize they can do it for them. It's like, what do you need and how do you give that to yourself? How do you make that happen? And I feel that is a massive area of growth that will be happening over the next 3, 4, 6 months for you, and very highlighted, recognizing you don't need anyone. You choose who you want to spend your life with, but you can create the life that you want and make it happen. You don't need someone else to do that for you. I'm going to leave that with you, Pisces, sending you a bunch of love, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.